Before you dunk that digestive in your tea, you need to hear this. 8 of Britain's most trusted biscuit brands are hiding ingredients banned in other countries, sugar levels higher than fizzy drinks, and oils linked to rainforest destruction. But what we uncovered about the #1 brand was even worse. Every week, millions of us reach for the same familiar packets without a second thought. Digestives, bourbons, chocolate fingers. They're as British as queuing and complaining about the weather. We trust these brands because we've grown up with them. But here's what the biscuit industry doesn't want you to know. Those comforting packets are packed with hydrogenated oils linked to diabetes, palm oil driving deforestation, and enough sugar to rival confectionery. This investigation reveals which 8 brands you need to stop buying immediately, and the 3 better alternatives that won't cost you a fortune. If this sounds like information worth knowing, hit subscribe. We uncover the hidden truths behind everyday UK foods, one story at a time. Biscuits have been part of British culture for over 200 years. McVitie's created the digestive in 1892. Crawford's introduced the custard cream in 1908. These weren't just snacks, they were affordable luxuries for working families, a small treat with your afternoon tea. The industry built itself on trust and tradition. Familiar names, familiar flavors, familiar red and blue packaging that's barely changed in decades. That familiarity creates a sense of safety. If your grandmother bought them, if your mother bought them, surely they must be fine. But something shifted. Quietly over the past 30 years, recipes changed. Real butter became vegetable oil. Simple ingredients became chemical compounds. Production moved from local bakeries to massive industrial facilities. The packets still look the same, the names haven't changed, but what's inside has transformed completely. And most of us never noticed. When we started analyzing ingredient lists, patterns emerged immediately. Palm oil appeared in nearly every mainstream brand, not sustainable palm oil, just palm oil, sourced from regions where rainforests are being cleared at catastrophic rates. Then there's the sugar content. 2 McVitie's chocolate digestives contain 12.2 grams of sugar, more than a Cadbury Freddo bar. 4 bourbon biscuits hit 24 grams, exceeding the NHS recommended daily limit for added sugar by nearly half. Yet these are marketed as everyday snacks, not occasional treats. UK regulations allow this because technically, biscuits aren't classified as confectionery. There's no legal requirement to limit sugar content. Manufacturers exploit this loophole relentlessly. Compare this to EU standards, where some additives commonly found in UK biscuits face stricter controls. In the US, trans fats from hydrogenated oils have been effectively banned since 2018, yet British manufacturers still use them. The most concerning discovery? Hydrogenated vegetable oil, an ingredient directly linked to type 2 diabetes in studies published in the New England Journal of Medicine, remains legal in UK biscuits. And one major brand still uses it extensively. Let's talk about what hydrogenated oils actually do to your body. When you eat them, your liver struggles to process these synthetic fats. Unlike natural fats that your body recognizes and metabolizes efficiently, hydrogenated oils raise LDL cholesterol while simultaneously lowering HDL cholesterol, the worst possible combination for cardiovascular health. Studies have shown that consuming just 2% of your daily calories from trans fats increases your heart disease risk by 23%. That's roughly 4 biscuits containing hydrogenated oils. The evidence was so overwhelming that the World Health Organization called for global elimination by 2023. Yet walk into any Tesco, Sainsbury's, or Asda, and you'll find biscuits containing these oils sitting at eye level, marketed to families. Palm oil presents a different kind of devastation. In March 2025, indigenous communities in West Papua called for boycotts of specific brands because plantations were clearing their ancestral forests with violence. Orangutans, already critically endangered, are losing habitat at rates exceeding 6,000 acres per day across Southeast Asia. The biscuit industry's response? Vague commitments to sustainable sourcing with no transparent supply chains. Independent investigations have repeatedly found that brands claiming sustainability still source from plantations linked to deforestation. Then there's the sugar engineering. Food scientists have perfected something called the bliss point, The precise ratio of sugar, fat, and salt that maximizes cravings while minimizing satiety. This isn't accidental. Companies spend millions developing formulas that make you reach for another biscuit and another until half the packet's gone and you barely remember eating them. This is why 2 chocolate digestives never feel like enough. Your brain's reward centers light up from the sugar hit, but the refined carbohydrates provide no lasting fullness. Within 30 minutes, your blood glucose crashes, leaving you more tired and hungry than before. The solution your brain seeks? More biscuits. Independent nutritionists we consulted were particularly alarmed by products marketed to children. Brightly colored packets, cartoon characters, fun shapes, all designed to appeal to young eyes. Yet the nutritional profiles rival sweets. Some contain more sugar per 100 grams than gummy bears. Perhaps most disturbing is the labeling manipulation. Manufacturers list sodium instead of salt, making content harder to interpret quickly. Serving sizes are set unrealistically small. Who actually eats just 2 bourbon biscuits? So the per-serving numbers look more reasonable than reality. One brand we tested claimed reduced sugar on the front, while the actual reduction was just 8% compared to the previous recipe, bringing sugar content from catastrophically high to merely very high. The packaging redesign, however, suggested a dramatic health transformation. Testing also revealed that several brands contained acrylamide, a probable carcinogen that forms when starchy foods are cooked at high temperatures. While levels remained below legal limits, the compound's presence in products consumed regularly, especially by children, raises legitimate concerns that regulators have yet to adequately address. Fox's Viennese tops are avoid list. Despite premium positioning and elegant packaging, they contain hydrogenated vegetable oil, an ingredient scientifically proven to increase diabetes risk. At £3.50 per packet, you're paying extra for proven health hazards. Maryland cookies ranked second worst. Just 2 small cookies deliver 11% of your daily saturated fat limit and 7% of your sugar allowance. Owned by Ferrero, they're loaded with palm oil from deforested regions. The portion sizes are deceptively small, making overconsumption almost inevitable. Oreos, the world's best-selling biscuit, came third. In March 2025, indigenous groups in West Papua explicitly called for boycotts because parent company Mondelez sources palm oil from their cleared ancestral lands. The cream filling isn't cream. It's sweetened vegetable shortening formulated for maximum addictiveness. Jammy Dodgers and Wagon Wheels, both Ferrero-owned, use artificial flavorings to mimic real fruit while packing in palm oil and excessive sugar. That bright red jam contains minimal actual raspberries, mostly sugar, coloring, and palm oil derivatives. McVitie's chocolate digestives surprised many, given their iconic status. Despite recent reformulation claims, they still contain 6.1 grams sugar per biscuit and palm oil. 8 million UK consumers eat them regularly, making this arguably the most widespread nutritional issue. Cadbury Chocolate Fingers and Lotus Biscoff completed our list, both relying heavily on palm oil and engineered for overconsumption through precise sugar-fat ratios. Better alternatives: Nairn's Oat Biscuits, clean ingredients, no palm oil; Rhythm 108, organic, vegan, genuinely premium; and Dove's Farm Organic Digestives, sustainable sourcing, less sugar. This isn't about never eating biscuits again. It's about making informed choices instead of blindly trusting familiar packaging. Health consequences accumulate gradually. A biscuit here and there won't cause immediate harm, but 4 chocolate digestives daily, a common habit, means consuming 140 grams of sugar weekly just from biscuits. That's 7.3 kilograms annually, contributing directly to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease rates that already cost the NHS billions. Financially, you're often paying more for worse ingredients. Fox's charges premium prices while using cheaper hydrogenated oils. Meanwhile, Nairn's costs roughly the same, but uses whole grain oats and clean ingredients. When shopping at Tesco, Aldi, Lidl, or Sainsbury's, flip packets over. Count ingredients. Anything exceeding 10 to 12 suggests ultra-processing. Check if palm oil or hydrogenated oils appear in the first 5 ingredients. Look for fiber content above 2 grams per serving, indicating whole grains rather than refined flour. Start swapping one brand at a time. Replace Fox's with Nairn's. Try Rhythm 108 instead of Maryland. Small changes compound into significant health improvements without requiring complete dietary overhauls or deprivation. The biggest revelation isn't that some biscuits are unhealthy. We suspected that. It's that brands we've trusted for generations have fundamentally changed their recipes while keeping the same reassuring packaging, exploiting our loyalty while degrading quality. The key takeaway: packaging and nostalgia mean nothing. Ingredients mean everything. A biscuit isn't traditional or trustworthy just because your grandmother bought it. Formulas have changed dramatically since her time. Awareness matters now more than ever because manufacturers won't self-regulate. They'll continue using the cheapest oils, maximum sugar, and manipulative labeling until consumer demand forces change. Every purchase is a vote. Choose wisely, and the industry will eventually follow. So here's my question for you. Which of these brands have you been buying for years without checking what's actually inside? Are you shocked by the hydrogenated oils in Fox's? The palm oil sourcing behind Oreos? Drop a comment below. I genuinely want to know which brand you're ditching first. If this investigation opened your eyes, share it with someone still buying these packets without reading labels. Their health will thank you. And subscribe because we uncover the hidden truths behind everyday UK foods, one story at a time. See you in the next investigation. Britain Uncovered is here for you.